Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This video is another Football Manager video. Today we take on Liverpool in the first game. What a absolutely terrifying prospect as a first game. We're not even going to be able to play Harry Wilson in this one, so we're going to have to just sit back and see what we can do here. But yeah, it's terrifying, this one, as we're in a bit of a scrap down the bottom. Bournemouth have done quite well against Liverpool in the past, but they are one of the best teams in the division, and Mohamed Salah makes it 1-0, and yeah, it's not looking entirely great at the minute. Matip makes it 2. Yeah, it's not not doing exactly what I was hoping for, but hopefully we can have a bit of a better second half here. Anyone we can bring on to potentially change things? You try Stanislas. I don't know though. He might do alright. Solanke could come on for Marlon. Oh, not Philip Billing. But yeah, no, not great, and another loss could be on the way here. Not had a shot all game, and Matip's got another goal. And yeah, we're gonna not even get a goal on the score sheet. One shot all game, and a 3-0 loss against Liverpool is not ideal in the slightest. Dropping us now into the relegation zones. Not great, no. Got West Ham in the FA Cup to come as well. But yeah, we've got bigger worries ahead at the minute to make sure we can even stay in the division. Let's try something out a bit here. Try pushing the wing backs forward a little bit against Watford. Now this has to be a win, really. Otherwise we really are going to end up in trouble. Oh my goodness me. Chance after chance. And God's sake, Nathaniel Chalobah scores for Watford. Oh my God. We're going to get relegated, aren't we? 2-0. Decore scores. Yeah, this isn't going well at all. I'm gonna have to do something different next match. It's just we're just being slated every match at the minute. Um, can we do something different with our tactical shape? Maybe not go expressive and just go balanced, normal speed. See, wide would help Diaby, but it would hinder most other players. Let's drop these wing backs because that just didn't work at all. Yeah, this has not gone well. They're wanting me to be sacked, and we got a game against Tottenham now. There's not many teams you want to come up against that is going to put you in much more pain. We're just going to have to try and hold on here. Sit back and contain, I think. I reckon that's what we're going to have to do. There's not many other ways we're going to get points against these big teams. And even that's not working now. I got to the point of is there any point? Like, is there any point? Exactly, yeah. 1-0 down. Troy Parrott with the goal. Um, and yeah, this is really not turning out to be a good game at all. 13 shots for Tottenham. We have contained them. It has kind of worked, but yeah. And now Billings got sent off. And they've got a penalty, and Lo Celso scores, and yeah, we're in a relegation fight here. Yeah, not great at all. Aston Villa is a huge match. Huge. Home to a team like Villa, and with the form we've been on, we really need to get something out of this. Um, oh, this is really not going well. Brooks does get one back, but ultimately, yeah, it's another loss. Another loss. Oh dear. Premier League safety is not looking very likely at the minute. Um, Lewis Cook is now suspended. We've got a lack of midfielders. Um, we've really got a problem. Really got a problem. Who have we got now? Leicester. You know what? Screw it. We'll go attacking. We need to just go for this. We're 19th in the division. We've got to show some fight. Yeah, well, that's not exactly going to plan. We are going to get sacked, I think. And now Arujo, just to add to our misery with midfielders at the minute, has got injured. So Kamara's going to have to come on at CDM. But this is just all turning into a very long and painful nightmare at the minute. But Donyell Marland finally gets his first goal for the club. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because we're behind again. Well, at least we're seeing our strikers scoring. But yeah, this has been far from perfect. Marlon's got another goal from a free kick now. Can we chase this at the end? This attacking style might not be a bad thing, actually. We've conceded a few goals, but at least we're scoring now. And getting Marlon off and running on the goal scoring sheet. Callum Wilson has left the club. Not ideal, but we're going to have to push forward and see what we can do. In terms of replacements, about someone like Rondon, who's like quite experienced, he is going to cost 22 million, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. Ashley Barnes is used to the division. 21.5 million for Ashley Barnes. I want someone who knows the division. He's going to just come in and get some goals. But for now, we're going to have to go into this one slightly weakened. We're going to... Kamara is injured as well, so Lerma's going to play. Going to have to play either Steve Cook, which I think is probably the better option. And left back, I don't think we've got one. Oh, we got Kelly. There we go, we can do that. Oh, I'm going to have to turn notifications off for that. And we'll bring in another CDM that can just sit back with Cook. Right, who have we got now? Brighton. Okay. We need this. We need this. 16th versus 18th in the division, away from home. If we don't get anything from this, I will be very, very worried for our Premier League status. Wilson away, but Donyell Marland gets his third goal in 2 games. And now Harry Wilson gets sent off. How many red cards are we having this season? It's a bit silly now, isn't it? Marland's got another one, though. I tell you what, if we're going to stay in this division, he might be very crucial. Oh, the thing's going. This is massive against Brighton. 2-0 win. 2 goals from Marlon. That's what you call a better bit of football from him. And yeah, that is much more acceptable. Oh, I don't want him first team. Glover, yeah, that's fine. Jordan, he's actually looks like he's going to be quite a good player. He's growing quite nicely. Murray, yeah, youngster. Excellent. And here we go. Here comes some experience through the door. Ashley Barnes arrives from Burnley just to shore up our attack alongside the presence of Doniel Marlon. I think they're both kind of similar players, to be honest. Hopefully that win will start to kick us up the backside against another relegation threatened team. Ashley Barnes has scored, and that purchase I think is going to be quite good for us. Experienced Premier League player who knows how to get goals in the division. He may seem like he's going to be a 1 or 2 season wonder at the club, but goals need to come now to keep us in the division so we can build up and buy players for the future. Diaby is away. We could probably get Barnes to even train with Marlon, because that would really help him progress as a striker. Now, we've got a bit of a test now against Arsenal. This could be a little bit more painful. We are kind of pushing away from that relegation zone that I was quite worried about. But yeah, no, that's it's quite good, to be honest. The fact we've had now 2 wins from 2, it's a little bit better. Arsenal now then, yeah, like I say, this is probably the hardest of our recent run of games. But hopefully this new attacking style can help us push forward. They have signed Phil Foden, which is quite a good signing for them. Maitland-Niles scores for Arsenal. To say that they've been dominant would be an understatement. They've had 20 shots. So it's kind of expected that we lose that. But to be fair, 1-0 isn't that bad against Arsenal. Ramsdale played well, which is always nice to see. And we are back in the relegation zones again, but at least we've got some kind of fight. Right, let's put Kamara as like DM. we could probably play Wilson on the wing, because both wingers are quite tired. Wilson and Stanislas. I'm not massively up for staying in the FA Cup. It's nice to have a run, I guess, but it's a little bit painful sometimes to stay in cup competition, because we need to just focus on staying in the division rather than cups. How long? Yeah, we've got. Yes. Well, I don't know why I'm celebrating, but Ashley Barnes has scored and has. I mean, if we can get a form going in the FA Cup, it's good, but I mean, we have just conceded again, so this could be fun. Oh, come on. That was rubbish. And now Ward Prowse just decides he's going to shoot from about 70,000 yards. And we lose 3-1 in the FA Cup. Right, that didn't go well. Right, I think we're going to do a clear out, because some of these players have been horrendous. Jefferson Lerma can go for 23 million. Cook's been alright. Anyone else we can potentially move on? Dan Gosling, I've not used at all. No one wants him. Kind of says it all, doesn't it, really? Oh my god. We could get some big bucks here for Brooks. £38 million. He is going to be leaving the club, but we can bring in a really tasty winger with that kind of money. How much is Bailey transfer listed for? 84 million. Right, we're going to have. Pizzi, Under. Can't buy him. Berardi. Skov's got some decent stats, but he's too expensive. That's just. There we go. We'll go for Berardi. Look, £24 million. He's 25 years old. He's got some relatively decent stats on him as well. And then I might pick up a defensive midfielder as well, who we could bring in for not that much. Barrios is not a awful shout, I guess. Right, this is important now. We've got to win some games in this division. Manchester United are next. Oh, yes, Marlon on the counter. Brilliant. Manchester United are one very dangerous team, though, and this final 10 minutes is going to be painful. But Ashley Barnes gets another away goal, and somehow, out of all of this nightmare that we've had recently, we might get 3 points at Old Trafford. How on earth has that happened? Jeez, that was ridiculous. Right, we've signed Berardi uh, as well, so another new option. We'll make this one the last game that is coming up against Newcastle United. And we've also got Barrios in as well. He's a very good defensive midfielder who we can slot in alongside Kamara in that midfielder position. Why can't I get him to? Okay. Um, this Newcastle team is bottom of the division. Jefferson Lerma's wanted by Leipzig, so we're going to probably allow him to go there. It's just kind of about reforming a team now, isn't it, really? Barrios wasn't that expensive. I remember when he was playing in the World Cup. He's pretty good, to be honest. Another brilliant option that we've brought in. Now, if we win here against Newcastle, that is impressive because it pushes us away. But I have a feeling now they've scored a penalty, that might not be happening. This is weird. We got a win against United and now we're losing against Newcastle. Like, why? How has that happened? Oh, come on. Berardi's had a poor debut, so we'll bring on Wilson. And now Kamara's injured. Excellent. This is really not going well, this game. How long are we at the minute? 28. Go on, we'll go one more after this one. It is going to be like a very big bumper video, so. Marlon is doing fine. There's nothing wrong with Marlon. He's been one of the ones that has been doing alright. Lerma goes to Leipzig, so we get some more money in. Let's just see who's transfer listed. That's just mental, isn't it, really? Could do with another striker. So what about a Samata kind of character who we could bring in? Right, let's hurry up though because we do need to do this last video. This last game against. I don't know who we're against actually. Who are we against? Brighton. One of the teams that we did beat before this run of form started. But yeah, we're certainly a newer looked team with Some incoming, some outgoings. It's definitely be the last game because we haven't got anywhere near enough time to continue on. In fact, I'm gonna have to cut a bit probably, so because iMovie's incredibly strict. I could just, to be honest, I'll probably just put it straight on off this. 1-0, thanks to a goal from Ashley Barnes. However, this isn't over yet, I fear, and that scraping another victory. Right, thank you very much, guys, for watching. We've got Manchester City in the first game, the next episode. See ya. Hope you're all safe. Thank you.